Hey guys, Melissa here. This week I was able to make both the bracelet and the earrings. I'm really excited how they turned out. This is my first time making a matching bracelet and earrings to the necklace I had made in last week's video. So if you want to see how I made these, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alright, so let's get started. So last week I made this necklace. In that video I said I would make a bracelet and a pair of earrings. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. So when I ordered my crystals, these top drilled crystals come in packs of 12. So I knew I wanted to make not only a necklace but also matching bracelet and earrings this time. So I went ahead and ordered double the crystals. So in the necklace I used the whole pack of 8mm of Aquamarine Crystal, Clear Crystal, and then the 6mm Aquamarine and Clear Crystal. I used them all in the necklace. But for the bracelet and earrings, I'm going to split them up. And I'm going to try to not have any waste. I don't like having oddball number of crystals or beads left over. So let's see if I can get them all used here. And as always, my supplies and my tool list is down in the description. I was trying to decide how many crystals to use in the bracelet and then how many to use for the earrings. So I'm thinking 2 for each earring. So I'm going to put the earrings up here, meaning 4 total I'm going to take out of my package and leave 8 for my bracelet. Okay, and that should condense down to that size, a couple inches. Okay, and then let's split up the 6mm. 8mm would be 2 inches, and then the 6mm would be like a 3/4 inch, so that's 1.5 inches. We got 2 inches. Yeah, that should be good. About 3.5 inches of bicone crystals, and then we can add as many links and bead links as we need. Let's get the bicones on some bead wire. I'm going to grab a couple crimps, nice hefty ones, 3x2s. This is the necklace, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet. Very sparkly. I'm going to put it to the side. So if we're going to make a 3.5 inch beading, so I'm going to cut off about 5 or 6, thereabouts. I'm using nice hefty 49 strand bead wire. I like it for its sturdiness and its flexibility. I'm going to feed that on one side. Make a small loop that's big enough to accommodate 20 gauge wire. I'm going to take my crimping pliers and I'm going to crimp my bead here. Nice and tight. Alright, I'm going to just feed on my beads. I'm going to start at one end and go all the way down. Gerty's hair. Oop. They're top drilled, so you gotta go to the top to find the hole. That makes sense. If you have a little bead wire tail, make sure to feed that through your beads. So I've made the necklace before, but this is my first time making a bracelet. So I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. 2. That's the 6mm. Now we're going to move on to the 8mm. Just alternating colors here, 2 by 2. I haven't made earrings either, so I'm sitting here thinking how I'm going to make them. They might take some trial and error, we'll see. Hopefully they just fall into place like these guys are doing now. So I'm glad I cut 6 inches. I need a little room to play with here. I'm going to slip on my second crimp bead. Gonna make a loop and feed it through, back down and through as many beads as I can, just for some extra security. What I do is I grab the crimp bead and all my beads kind of fall and cinch down. And then you gotta kind of go back and forth to tighten up your crimp bead. I fed it through one bead. Okay, so I grab my crimp bead. Try to get all your beads nice and snug. When you get it as tight as you want it, then you can cinch your crimp bead down. Snip that tail off because it's getting annoying. With them on the bead wire, it comes out to like 4 inches. So depending on what size bracelet you want, that determines how many figure 8 links and bead links you need. So let's figure that out now. All right, I have my figure 8 links. I pre-make these. They're 18 gauge round wire, 1 inch that I'm making the figure 8s. They're sterling silver. I think I just need 1 bead link, 4 figure 8s, and my Swan Clasp. Okay, I'm gonna make my bead links. For my bead links, I'm gonna use 4mm Aquamarine Bicones, regular beaded bicones. I'm gonna put a dangly off the end too, so I'm gonna grab a third one. And I've got 20 gauge round sterling silver wire. And I determined with the necklace that it takes about 2 inches to make a bead link, so I'll just cut them ahead of time. Okay, so I go about 3/4 of an inch down. From the end, make a loop, wrap that loop up. With some chain nose pliers, not my round nose. Throw your bead on. Make sure you stay around the same spot on your round nose pliers so you have consistent loops. Make the other one. Keep wrapping with my round nose pliers. That's just silly. have a pre-made balled head pin here that I'm going to use for a dangly to hang off the end of the bracelet. So this is purely decorative. So this wire looks to be 24 gauge, which is pretty teeny. So it wouldn't be very supportive in a bracelet. Alright guys, we're almost done. We just have to put things together. As I go, I gotta straighten up my figure eights a little bit because I just quick shape them and I don't close them or anything. So just gotta make sure they close nice and tight. So I kind of give it a squeeze, pull it out to the side. Just like a jump ring, and then close it up again. Feed on my Swan Clasp. These I pre-make too. I'll link a video above if I haven't already. The video is how to make both the figure eights and the Swan Clasp. Almost done. And here's where my dangly goes. Make sure your figure eight is really tight here because that dangly wire is very small. And that would fall off really easy. Here we are. See how that looks? Oh, I really like this. Kind of tighten that down a little bit. There it is. I don't know if I'd be able to give this up. There is the dangly. That's really pretty. If I do say so myself. Okay, let's try to figure out these earrings. So just by the nature of these beads, we're gonna need straight wire. So I just happen to have some pretty long 20 gauge pre-made head pins here, balled. The wire is about 1.5 inches long. That should suffice. And I grabbed a pair of sterling silver lever backs for earrings. I mean, you can use whatever you want. Right, and it's just a matter of feeding them on to your head pin. I'm gonna go two blues and 2 crystal, because then it'll make it look like they're alternating automatically. Okay, and then 2 blue 6mm. And then 2 crystals. Clear, I should say. Alright, and then you just gotta make a wrapped loop. Gently, you gotta work around your crystals. There's one. Make a matching pair here. If you want more wire to work with, then you can go ahead and make your head pins like 2 inches. But this is what I found I have. They're already pre-made, so I'm just gonna work with what I have. The loop is still closed, so that makes me happy. Alright, so what do you guys think of these? It's a little different, very sparkly. Okay guys, that's it for me. I really enjoyed making these. It's the first time making a bracelet and earrings with these types of bicones. And make sure to let me know in the comments what you think. If you missed my necklace tutorial, I'll link that above. And I'll link it in the description too. So if you want to check that out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Look who's coming to work with me today. Oh my goodness. She's shaking like a leaf. She knows when we're going to the campground. She knows when we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's house or Nanny and Pop-Pop's house. And she also knows where she's going now. And she's going to work with me. She's so lucky. Look at her neighbor. Okay, well, she survived. We're back home now. She got a vaccine and her heartworm test. She also got her nails trimmed and her anal glands squeezed. I wanted to show you more footage of that, but we're pretty busy, so I didn't get my phone out to film any of that. Maybe next time. She's due to get her teeth cleaned sometime soon, so maybe I'll film that. What do you think? She's not very thrilled. Not thrilled at all. There she is. Gonna stay away from me as much as she can. So if you haven't figured out, I'm a veterinary technician, and Gertie just loves what I do. She thinks I pick on her all the time, so. And she gives me attitude.